Welcome to week 5 of the Build Me Up training plan. We have another big week. We have 4 rides in total. We've got 1 gym session. We got some new equipment as well, some tracking equipment for some more stats. So stay tuned to the end of the video for the full stats. In the 5th workout of the week, the 4th ride, we have some brutal intervals. I'm not ready for them, peeps. I'm not ready at all. So stay tuned for that. So let's get straight into it. Let's get on the bike and do ride number 1. Good morning, fine people. It is Monday morning and session number 1. We are going to be doing the Tine workout, which is 1 hour long, and it's basically intervals that gradually come to a sharp point, just like the tines on a fork. I've got to be a little bit careful because I've had a little twinge in my left sort of hamstring. I think it was from the squats last week, but it didn't actually hurt when I was doing the squat, so I'm not sure. But yeah, that's a bit of a pain, but you know, these sort of things happen. I'll give you a report after the ride. So, workout number 1 of the week complete. It wasn't too hard, to be honest. Now, an update on the leg, or the inner thigh if you like. I can't really feel it on the bike. I can feel it when I'm doing stuff, like if I'm going down to like sort out the fan, or like just moving around, certain things I'll feel it slightly. So it's safe to say I won't probably be squatting or doing any legs this week, which is a bit frustrating because I bought all the weights last week, but you know, I want to make it through these 12 weeks. So that's update number 1. The actual ride itself was pretty good, so let's take a look at that. Done 17.8 miles, an hour and 9 seconds, 1,600 foot elevation and 700 calories. And we basically had 3 minutes at 245 watts and ramped up to my FTP, 305 watts over 90 seconds, and then ramped back down to 245 watts over 90 seconds. And we've done that 3 times round, so you can see these 3 times here. So there's one, there's another, and there's another. So we got max 357 watts, average 203, so relatively low. So I am now ready to tackle the whole day, workout complete. Tomorrow we'll be tackling another one. Morning team, just after 7 AM, I'm about to hop on the turbo trainer. I've got an hour and a half today. I'm going to be doing the method workout, and this one is, well, mainly zone 3, 50% in zone 3, so like 260 watts. It's going to be a good one anyway. I need to get going. I'm still struggling a bit with my feet. They're proper sore, which is actually annoying, and as there's no rest, like they literally can't recover. But the leg's feeling alright as well. It's like the inner thigh on my left leg. Can't even talk. I need to warm myself up and get going, don't I? Right, enough talking, more action. Let's get on the turbo. Ride 17 out of 50 complete in this 12-week training plan. This was the method workout. Now this is the second ride of week 5, and it wasn't too bad, to be honest. It was most of the time spent in zones 1, 2 and 3, as we can see there, 50% in zone 3, and it was based on 5 intervals of 10-minute periods, and we have a 2-minute rest in between, if you like. And it's a pyramid because the intervals are slowly getting harder. So you can see here the first interval 10 minutes 246 watts, second interval 10 minutes 261, and then we drop back down again to 246. Either side of that we had 230, and at the start we had 10 minutes at 230 as well. So we have total distance of 27.6 miles, hour and 26 minutes riding. We have 1,500 foot elevation and just over 1,000 calories, so pretty good overall. Max power 454 watts, 211 watts average, so relatively low. We did also at the start of this one do pedaling drills, and that is single leg drills where you unclip one leg, do 30 seconds, unclip the other leg, do 30 seconds single leg, which is quite hard to do that 4 times round. And we also done spin ups, which is where you go from a low cadence, say 60, 70, 80 RPM, up to your max, which is going to be around 110, 115 comfortably, where your bum's not bouncing. And you do these pedaling drills throughout, and it does help you create like a consistent and smooth pedal stroke, or at least makes you think about it, which I like. So overall, a really good session. I was a little bit tired this morning, more mentally tired, and you know, just kind of getting up and pushing. But you have days like that, and you have days you get up and you're instantly going. So today was a bit of a lower day, but once I got through it, feeling much better now. So I've mentioned a few times that I've had sore feet, and mainly underneath the big toe is sore. So I've come up with a solution that I saw online, and basically you can buy these little rubbery sort of pads, if you can see them. Now these are really, really good. They're rubber, they have holes in, they don't really get sweaty and too hot. Now what I've been doing is putting a non-adhesive pad like this inside this pad, and then you basically just put that around your toe, and it's surprisingly really, really good. Now I think you get 12 in a pack. I'll put it up on screen now from Amazon, the one that I bought. So if anyone is struggling with sore feet basically, then yeah, this is a really good solution. So I'm very chuffed with that. Thought I'd let you guys know. We have some more new equipment. Last week we got some weights, which is awesome. This week we have a Fitbit Charge 4. So I'm going to be using this basically. I want to track things like sleep. I want to track sort of activities in the day, because I might have a really hectic week which doesn't really reflect in the training program. I'll also be wearing it when I ride, etc. So it will give a better overview of, you know, the day. So yeah, I'll be including that data potentially at the end of this video for these days, because it's currently Tuesday. So maybe for the rest of the week I'll wear it and I'll put that information in at the end, and it can go towards part of the totals to better track and analyze how I'm doing, how I'm performing. What's up, fun people? You got Beanie Hat Jordan today. It is Wednesday and I was just gonna have a day off today, but I might do something in a bit. But I have been using the Fitbit, and I've got some data for the first day, which is quite interesting actually. Now it records loads of things, but some things that I'm actually interested in are the sleep. We can see the sleep, which is interesting. So sleep score is 86, which basically is out of 100. So 86 is good. But yeah, interesting to see that. And I also like as well, if we go back, I like that we can see the heart rate. And what we can see there is a resting heart rate. So I'm gonna hop outside, still got a bit of daylight, get the gym session done, and then tomorrow we'll be back on the bike pushing the pedals. Now all of these exercises are kind of exercises I like. They're all upper body, because I have obviously the rides alongside this workout, which can take it out of me. So I'm gonna get this workout done, get another one ticked off, and then we're in tomorrow for another ride. So let's do it. 11 pull-ups, not bad. Whew. 1 minute 15 second plank. Whew. 25 press-ups. $50 crunches. 8 dips. Can feel that today. 26 V-sits. 10 close grip pull-ups. 12 leg raises. That's hard, that. And you've got to be strict with it as well. 1 round done, 2 to go.
A few moments later.
We have completed the workout, all 3 rounds done. Feeling good actually, I'm glad I've done it. Sometimes you just gotta jump in if you're not sure, just go for it. You feel better afterwards. Back at it first thing in the morning. Fitbit, the highest I saw it was 90 beats per minute. It's so low. I mean, in my warm up, I'm at about 110 beats per minute on the bike. So a massive difference. Morning friends, it is Thursday and we are going to be doing the #8 workout. Named after the atomic number of oxygen, VO2 workout is all about what will be in short supply. So I'm guessing this one's going to be a little bit difficult. It's 1 hour long. Let's get on the bike, eh? Let's get changed and do another session. Whew, another workout complete. That was actually a hard one, to be honest, and it's basically VO2 efforts, and what it's basically doing is trying to improve your oxygen utilization. So it's taking you to a place that's gonna hurt, and to do that, what it basically done is, you can see here we spent 2 minutes at 353 watts and then 3 minutes at 154 watts, and we've done that 3 times over, and then another 3 times over after this 10-minute interval. So in total 6 times over, so 12 minutes of this ride was spent at 353 watts. First one not too bad, The 12th one, really damn hard. I was really pushing. Now to add to that, you can see the RPM, 105 RPM, 105 RPM. This is getting you to spin really quickly. This is because when you spin quickly, it is using your aerobic engine to power you more than your muscles. A really low cadence is going to be using your muscles more, like when you do a squat, for example. So it was very interesting indeed. I did struggle on that last interval, not going to lie. Now, if we go into Strava, we've got the workout here. As we can see the intervals basically here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interestingly, what's the average heart rate for the first one? Average is 165 for the first one, and for the last one, 172. So you can see how I'm fatiguing over time. So totals for this workout are 18.9 miles, 1 hour in total. We've got 78% intensity training load, 728 calories burnt, 238 watts average. Now, a very good workout indeed. Workout complete in the morning again, ready for the day. Hope you're all good, fine people. I'll see you in the next ride. How we doing, team? It is Friday evening. It is quite late in the day, and I have the hardest ride of the week to do, Escalation. It is called. It is an hour and 35 minutes long. Today's one of them days where I could easily just not do it and just chill, but these days are also the most rewarding in a way, because they're the times where it's hardest and you push through and you feel much better after. I'm just going to get stuck in, jump on the turbo. I'll see you after for a little shakedown, see how we got on. All the different countries. Last ones. Let's go. Let's go. Wow, so that was a pretty savage ride, not gonna lie on that one. Those like sprint efforts at the end, those max efforts, it felt like were absolutely brutal, 10 times round. 37.6 miles, hour and 35 minutes, tough effort. 252 watts weighted average for the whole ride, which is pretty high, pretty good. Spent time in threshold, a lot in tempo there, so between 145 163. Zone distribution on the power, so you can get a sneak peek at that. Pause and have a look if you like. Some of this heart rate data for the intervals at the end. So these max intervals that were basically, well, they were 5 minutes long in total. So 469 watts max, average 336, heart rate 179 max. Wow, what a session. What a session, the final one of the week done though, so feeling very good to have completed week 5. 6 and 7 are big weeks, 6 and 7 are 5 rides each week I think, so I've got some tough days coming up. Anyway, let's look at the totals for this week. Okay, so let's have a look at weight. Now we can see in the stats, what have we got from Sunday? We hovered around 71 most of the week. I had one day where I had a lot to eat, so I went up. Interesting. Roughly the same on the body fat as well. Again, I'm measuring this on these random scales. I don't know how accurate this is, to be honest, but it's a consistent measure, so I've put it in. So the average, we're slightly up on last week, but I'm not fussed about dropping too much weight. Obviously I want to lose body fat, but I want to turn that into muscle as well. If we look at the data over time as well, we can see it tracking here on the right hand side. We're dropping down, you see where we started. It's really actually had quite a considerable difference. It's interesting to see over time how my body reacts to the training, or my body fat and weight reacts to the training. Alright, so I have the Fitbit now as well, which I started wearing on Tuesday I think, and this has a good few bits of information that's nice to see as sort of an overview. It just adds some more data that we can look at. So I'm going to put steps in there because it gives a big picture of sort of what I'm doing each day if I'm actually moving a lot. I mean, I work from home, so I don't actually move too much, but you can see that's when I had it on Tuesday, 10,000, 10,000, 6,000. So That brings a total for the week to 31,387. But we also have sleep score, which is interesting. It gives you a number. Again, don't know how accurate it is, but it's a consistent measure. So 79 sort of yesterday or last night, 81 and 86. So what I'm going to do is take the average for the week. Averages work better for me. And then I'm going to take that, and that this week is 84. So sleep score is 84. The final bit of data that I like is heart rate related, currently at 71 beats per minute, but it is resting heart rate. So again, I'm going to take resting heart rate for the averages of the week, and that will give us a score. This week it is 54.7. So the totals for the week, we have a total distance of 95 miles, 152 kilometers that is. 3,699 calories, 4 hours and 55 minutes on the bike, 307 watts FTP, which is still 3.98, same as last week. 210 watts average this week, and mentally feeling good. Let's take a look at the totals for the plan so far. 426 miles ridden, 685 kilometers that is. 16,953 calories, 23 hours 30 minutes ride time, so that's not including the gym sessions. There's probably another 5-6 hours of gym sessions. We got FTP of 3.96, 3.98, it's around that. Average watts for the whole of the plan so far, so the 23 hours 30 minutes, 215.4 watts. It's not been a bad week. I mean, I've added stress points in here. Stress point wise, it's not been the hardest. There's been 2 weeks that have been harder, and there's harder weeks coming up. Watts per kilo, same. Days active 5. Average watts, again, there or thereabouts. Timing wise, not the longest week either. Decent amount of calories. So there you go. That was week 5 of the Build Me Up Zwift plan. Hope you enjoyed. Progress is going well. I'll see you next Sunday for another update.